What's poppin', Dark Horse Gang? Welcome back to my channel, my returning subbies. And if you're new, it's your favorite Southern Psychic, Nana in the building. And today we got another reading, so go ahead and get your drinkity drink, go get your snackety snack, and let's get it poppin'. So as I'm recording this on the new moon in Scorpio energy is all over this message, okay? So as somebody myself, I actually have a Scorpio stellium in my chart. And so I feel like I'm kind of like the ambassador of this Scorpionic energy, okay? And I'm especially talking to people who have like Scorpio placements. I'm also hearing Pluto and Scorpio generation, okay? So this right now, it's like the calm right before the storm, okay? And I'm hearing this message come through that you're taking back this accountability of your own life and no longer living your life for other people, okay? And so there were certain energies in the past that you were entertaining is what I'm hearing, where it made you like, you felt devalued in yourself, right? Maybe because you didn't have closure in situations. And this season, you're finally wrapping it up. That's what I'm hearing. And you're finding closure on your own. This is a period, it's like holding your breath right before you jump into the cold water, right? Because there's this major transformation that this whole Scorpio season has been like calling you to. So if you found this message, you're definitely an individual who has faced some like scary truths about situations and other people. And it's a whole paradigm shift. Like things are never going to be the same because you had new information and revelations happen for you. Okay. And so I want to just start off with the dice roll. We have the 8th house in the sign of Scorpio, which is the house of Scorpio. So this is crazy, like just beautiful synchronistic energies. It's saying that like right now, the stars are aligning in your favor for this major shift. Okay. And this major shift that's happening has been like this internal shift, right? Whenever you change and evolve, like you can't stay in the same situations. You can't, play an act or play a role. And there's this energy of this fire that's ignited inside of you, right? Where you're like burning the ships. That's what I'm hearing. And you know what you have to do now. Like there's no more living in denial about truth is what I'm hearing. Okay. Seeing people's true colors and what they really are, right? That's what I'm hearing. Okay. So we have also coming through, literally the death card was the first card that came through. Now the death card is the card of Scorpio. Like I said, heavy Scorpio energy in this message. And it's clarified with trip. And the song lyrics go, maybe it's your love, it's too good to be true. Baby boy, your love's got me tripping on you. My bad for tripping on you. So this is feeling like past energies, right? Where, you kind of like put your heart on your sleeve in situations and got burned is what I'm hearing. Where you were overly like obsessive about like a connection and like people not meeting you halfway, right? And I feel this energy like this season, you're finally going after like what makes you happy. Your happiness is the number one priority is what I'm hearing here. And sometimes you got to be honest. You got to be real with yourself and like realize like you deserve to never settle in your life. And I'm also hearing like waiting around. It could be for an ex for some of you guys. Like that energy is done with. You're done tripping over that energy. You've transformed. I'm hearing the renewing of your mind is what's happened. I'm hearing you're going to a higher vibration, a higher frequency this season. It's giving me that energy when you don't know better, then you don't do better. But when you know better, you do better. And that's where you're coming in at this new chapter. You've learned a lot of lessons from past connections and past situations where it's like you had no business being in those situations and not listening to your intuition. And this season, you're finally connecting with your intuition and listening to your heart space. I will say this, I believe I mentioned this a few readings ago, but this whole year, 2025, was the year of the snake. So many of you as a collective, like we have been releasing and purging and letting go of false identities. I actually had a conversation with somebody recently, and a shout out to you, boo. And we got into talking about like in the spiritual community a lot of times, which, there's nothing wrong with this, but like people will really dress the part, you know what I'm saying? Like they're a spiritualist, so they'll wear like the head coverings and wear all the jewelry and stuff like that. And then you have some people, who don't do that. They just dress normal, right? Like kind of like how I'm dressed right now. And like sometimes, like, you know, you can put on the fluff of an identity. It feels like a costume. Like this season, you're taking off this like false costume or like what's expected out of you just because, like, let's say you have a certain line of work and you're expected to dress a certain way. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with, you know, dressing like that, wearing all the spiritual, you know, woo-woo stuff or whatever. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, like sometimes people use that kind of stuff as like a spiritual bypass, right? Where they cling onto a crystal and think, oh, this is going to save me. This is going to ground me, right? And you're taking the power back and releasing things that you thought that you needed because you were giving your power to those objects or to those people. We have coming through the Humble Beginnings card, and it's clarified with the Ace of Cups and the High Priestess, boo. I'm hearing that you're done being humble and you're done just like waiting for scraps, like a dog sitting at the table waiting for somebody to drop them a bone. And another thing I want to make mention, like the zodiac signs that are really heavily feeling these like zodiac placements in the sky right now, is going to be all the fixed signs and also all the water signs. And so this Scorpio season, we're being at the very tail end of Scorpio season, and we're coming to a close of this whole year of the snake, right? And so the next year is the year of the horse, y'all. Y'all already know my dark horse gang. We riding up next year in 2026. But the evolved Scorpion energy is somebody who has gone through the darkness, gone through the shadows, and died to themselves multiple times. And regardless of the darkness that they've experienced, they still open their hearts up, knowing that the heart is vulnerable to being attacked, knowing that the heart, you know, with love comes pain, right? You might be feeling so many different emotions. It's like you're in a time period between mourning and celebration, where you mourn the old as you release and let go and say goodbye forever. But you celebrate the new because there's new love and opportunities that are opening up for you because you finally said yes to yourself. We also have the I Am Presence card coming through, clarified with the Devil energy. Now this card, if you see like this guy, he's got this person like, you know, controlled, right? Like wrapped around his finger kind of thing. And there's this energy coming through with the I Am. It's like you're taking back control of your own narrative. It's like the demons thought that you would be scared of them. The shoe's on the other foot because you over here rattling these demons. Like inside of you, it feels like this earthquake. Like there's this earthquake that's happening. Mother Earth is shaking. Because before we can find stability, speaking of which, with the Page of Pentacles, we have to have a little bit of chaos. And it doesn't feel like it in the moment when you have to make tough choices in life, but that chaos, that disruption is leading to your peace. Clarifying the Page of Pentacles, we have it, they, what happened is a distraction and off course coming through. This is a time period of radical alignment, boo, okay? Especially with that Page of Pentacles energy. So this season, boo, you being tenacious AF, you're doing things that you wouldn't normally do, but it's in a very healthy way. Instead of being like a silent bystander to injustices that you witness, it's like you're speaking up for the underdog, okay? When you speak up for yourself. And not everybody's going to understand like this path that you're choosing because this is your path to take. Like right now, I am talking to the evolved portion of the collective, the ones who are waking up and realizing that like true love, true connection, true abundance exists. We also have Beautiful by Christina Aguilera. I am beautiful no matter what they say. Words can't bring me down, so don't you bring me down today. And that's clarified with the Four of Cups. Now, if you see this imagery, it kind of feels like that story of that song, right? Where she's looking over here and there's a lot of this like energy like, meh, I don't feel good, you know, I don't feel like I'm worthy. It's giving like lizard Scorpio energy, right? But then there's this cup of like color and rainbow and beauty. I'm just getting this energy of you being this black sheep. And, you know, I'm hearing in the past, like you would always run things by people or try to see if people agree with you or if they like approve of your projects or whatever it is that you got going on. Or maybe even the lovers that you're dating, you know what I'm saying? Like just trying to see like, do they like them? Are they okay? You're finally coming to your heart space and trusting your own intuition. And this life that you're envisioning for yourself is beautiful, no matter what people say. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Like this energy that you're wrapping up, like you got some individuals, they're like, you know, it's too little too late, right? It's too little too late to apologize. It's too late to, you know, go back because you waited around too long for certain individuals. And because you've had this shift in perspective about like what you want for yourself, and not only what you want, but what you deserve for yourself, your perspective of everything has shifted, including certain people maybe you were sprung over. I'm hearing access denied. Like there are certain old energies, like their access has been way denied. It was long overdue. You know, you're holding on for far too long. I say that because we have My Lovin' by In Vogue. It says, I remember how it used to be. You was never this nice. You can't fool me. Now you talking like you made a change. The more you talk, the more things sound the same, right? So this is like a round again type of energy where like, it's like I'm seeing somebody who's over explaining themselves in relationships in the past. And as you decide you're going to walk away and transform and like, it just feels like a complete revamp of your life that's happening. I mean, it's dramatic. It's drastic. Clarifying that song, we have the World card, okay? Brand new chapter that you're currently stepping into. Like the world goes round, you know what I'm saying? Life continues, it goes on is what I'm hearing. And life's too short to wait around for certain individuals or energies or like, opportunities that you were obsessed with. Because you, my friend, are the opportunity. Like now I'm hearing that song by U2, With or Without You, okay? I can live with or without you. Like you've had this revelation. So especially with this Mercury retrograde, if you've already had an ex try to reach out to you, it's definitely a confirmation like you made the right choice in saying no. It's like the universe was coming around to test you to see like your character, to see like, do you really stand behind this new truth, this revelation? Like you got certain individuals who thought you would always be there is what I'm hearing. Right? I'm hearing like they waited too long testing your love and patience. And it's like now that you're outie, now they want to come around. Now they want to like do the whole apology thing. So with some astrology cards, we have Aries coming through here. We have the second house of assets, the house of Taurus. It's about your finances, okay, food, things of that matter. We have Virgo coming through, the alchemist. And of course, Scorpio had to show her face over here. You're transforming like in a big way. And I'm hearing like monetarily, it's like you're focusing on like the physical this season. You're focusing on like what you can build for your future. And it's going to be something that's sustainable, but not only that, it's going to be heart fulfilling. But let's see more about this tea, because this is some deep energy, y'all. I'll tell you what, okay? We have winning coming through. This is what happens when you let go of what doesn't serve you. Whether it was vices, you know what I'm saying, like addictions. It feels like addictive tendencies, whether it's addicted to codependency with relationships or addicted to like actual substances, alcohol, smoking. Which, of course, I'm the least of these. I'll tell you that right now, being a Scorpio, stellium. Now we have public face. You're going to be winning in public, bro. This is what I'm saying. Like, people are saying that you're tenacious this season. You're going to be getting that bag. You're going to be recognized for all of your hard work this season. There's this quote from Arnold Schwarzenegger. He said that, you can party all you want to, but while you're partying, there's somebody out there who's getting smarter. There's somebody out there who's getting stronger. And there's this new fierceness, this fire in your eyes that's been ignited. Because while they're over here joking around, just living their mundane life, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're really hungry for better. You're hungry for like a good life for yourself. And with this public face energy, it says it's okay to be yourself. Like I said, it's like feeling like black sheep energy, right? Where people, that's what it is. It's like you're playing the lottery and you're taking a chance and you're going to be winning. Whether you're actually going to do that. So if you've been thinking about like playing the lottery, like intuitively, like this is a message, go and do it, boo-boo. But that's how it's going to feel in this new timeline. It's going to feel like you won the jackpot. Because when you let go of something, it has to be replaced with something else. It's just spiritual law. Now, what it's going to be replaced with is all based on your energy, okay? It's very important for you to not sabotage this. Star power, bro. I'm hearing I'm the king of the world. Like, bro, this season, you gonna be in your star power. It says step into the spotlight. This is the confirmation. Be yourself. Allow this revelation, this power that you're stepping into to shine. It's like you're intuitively making all the right moves, being in the flow, your Zen energy. Magic happens when you're in that flow state. I'm especially talking to my artists and my psychics out there. I'm hearing the song, shot through the dark and you're too late. You give love a bad name. Okay, we have wealth coming through. This is what I'm saying here, bro. So certain energies and individuals had to go because they were going to take from your wealth and your abundance. It's like the moment you kick certain individuals out, you start winning. You go viral. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's giving. Your finances increase. Like, that's what it's giving this season. Especially with that second house. I told you, that's the house of money. You're going to be rich AF. And you're not going to do it by conforming and doing what everybody else wants you to do. It's going to be something that's unorthodox and goes off the beaten path. We have fast changes. Take bold steps forward. Things happen suddenly in a short period and a hurry. So major fast shifts are happening in your finances. You're going viral is literally the energy. All I do is win, 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 win. This is your winning era, boo, period. We do have the foresight card coming through. It says pay attention to things that are important to ensure wealth. So back to that page of pentacles, right? That's an energy of grounding and like taking the first steps, taking the baby steps. Spirit's saying that the expert at anything was once a beginner. I have the helping hand card, so you're going to have help in this new venture. You're not going to be doing this on your own. I'm also hearing like other people are going to be collaborating with you and also wanting to invest in you because you are worth the investment, boo. You're done sleeping on your gifts this season and people are waking up to you. We have moving up. You are quantum leaping, period. Go to the next level. Career is on the rise. New offers and opportunities, salary increase. I will say with Scorpio and the 8th house, with the 8th house of Scorpio here, that placement actually represents other people's resources and also inheritance. Some of you guys are getting an actual inheritance financially. Like the 2nd house, Taurus does represent money, but Scorpio represents the power that's gained and also like power gained through finances. So it's about making power moves, boo. You're making power moves this season. No distractions, no regrets, period. New beginning. I'm dead. It's out with the old and in with the new. Hello. I can't remember the lyrics. If you know the lyrics of what I'm talking about, you comment down below. And at the bottom of the deck, we have investments. What did I say? You are worth the investment. It's like you got these $1 million ideas this season and you're finally learning how to be confident. And if you aren't, boo, you better get confident because the world needs your gifts. The world needs your tenacious spirit. Affirm this down below. I'm bringing the fire. And I split the deck. We literally have perfect fit. Everything is lining up perfectly for you. Like I said, any chaotic energies, it's very temporary. It's like the old reality kicking and screaming on its way out. The devil's going to sit there and fight you the whole way as you're climbing that mountain to success. But you have such a strong willpower and like whatever's trying to come at you incorrectly, like you are stronger than that. This has been the year of survival is what I'm hearing for you. Like you've been just on survival mode, just trying to make it day by day. And as you were releasing this old narrative, this old story, this old timeline, so you're saying going into 2026 with the year of the horse, boo, you hitting the ground running, okay? Because you're a wild stallion. I'm hearing that song. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps on my head right now. I'm hearing that song by Mariah Carey, Butterfly. Spread your wings and prepare to fly, for you have become a butterfly. Yes, you've become a butterfly. Look, we have movement, choices, and decisions. So there's going to be some decisions that are going to be made on your part. You have free will. You get to decide what timeline you're going to step into. If you want something different, you got to do something different. We're never going to survive unless we get a little crazy. And sometimes you got to think outside of the box and get crazy. We have firm foundation, okay? So you're going to be grounding these dreams into reality and showing the world like, magic is real. Because you magical AF, boo, period. Yeah, we have the root chakra, base chakra coming through. So with that firm foundation, it's definitely feeling like this is a time to ground yourself. Where you go from living into survival mode to grounding, your anxieties. Do some meditations. I'll leave a root chakra meditation down below for you, okay? And emotional withdrawal. And right underneath that, we have solitude, okay? So especially with the emotional withdrawal, this is a time to listen to your heart. Listen to your guidance. Destiny, bro. Look, like I said in the beginning, like you've had this moment, this awakening and clarity, you can't turn back anymore. Spirit's saying that if your purpose didn't scare the SHIT out of you, like you're not dreaming big enough. And that's the reason why this is scary. Whatever it is that you've been feeling called to just let go, like the final thing that you're releasing, because like I said, you released so much this year. But this is the last thing, right? And once you release it, boo, like Spirit's saying this is your destiny to evolve. And with all the scorpionic energy that's wrapping up, like you're coming out the other side unrecognizable. We have accelerated motion, bro. It's like whatever timeline you were in, everything felt stagnant. Everything felt like it was taking forever, right? And like once you finally make that final push and you just leap off of the cliff kind of thing, like you all of a sudden realize that you have wings and those wings can take you places. Oh, I'm hearing a download right now, y'all. You feel like you're heavy, like there's this heaviness. You feel like you're heavy, but the only reason why you feel that way is because your wings are heavy. And wings are made for soaring. They're not made to stay stagnant or chained. And so coming back to that base root chakra energy, that's that energy of fear, living in the fear space. Spirit's saying you have nothing to fear when you take this leap of faith because you have wings, boo. It's kind of like eagles. Like my stepdad talked about this before. Like he said that with eagles, like whenever they're, like there was this video of this mama eagle and she had these little baby eagles and they're like on a cliff, right? And like what they do is they knock the babies off. Okay, they literally just knock them out of the nest. And like, it's up to the baby to survive or die. Like, they have to learn to fly on their own. And sometimes they don't make it because they're too scared to fly. And sometimes when we don't take the power to make these decisions that we know we need to do for ourselves, the universe is going to shove you off that cliff, kind of like that mama eagle. It's like, are you going to poop or get off the pot? It's time to go, boo, period. Ooh. And we have the heart chakra, bro. Coming back to the Ace of Cups and the High Priestess, okay? So I'm hearing you're fully activated from your heart space. And this season, you're no longer making fear-based decisions. You're trusting the fire that's in your heart. It's like the Grinch. You know, the Grinch, he had a tiny little heart, and then love touched his heart, and his heart grew so big. And your big heart can't stay captive in small confinements anymore. It's time for you to fly. So like I said, you know what you need to do. Ooh. Victory and success. I'm done. You're having your happily ever after this season because you're going from fear-based to heart space, okay? I forgot to make mention at the bottom of this deck. Look at this. We got the Magician. We have the Hierophant, the Hanged Man, the Wheel of Fortune twice in this reading, and the Six of Cups, which is giving me this return back to the truth of your inner child. The inner child feels safe to be themselves. They feel safe to take risks and take chances. And this is something that's waking up inside of you. It's re-emerging. I'm hearing Spirit say, ask and you shall receive. I'm also hearing, be careful what you wish for because you might just become successful with it. And especially to my neurodivergence, there could be that fear of like, you know, you feel a little scatterbrained. You feel like, I don't know if I have what it takes to balance all this. Yes, you do, boo. You got superpowers, okay? And they're being ignited this season, all right? Literally, look, bro, we have milk and honey. Everything is falling into place according to plan. Trust in the divine chaos. Trust in this, like, whirlwind. I'm hearing of emotions, like using those emotions and to fuel this purpose. When you're feeling nervous, psych yourself. Be like, I'm not nervous. I'm excited, okay? That's just a tip for somebody. Your milk and honey with that accelerated motion is happening quicker than you even realize. It's like all these blessings are coming into you and you're like, whoa, 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 hold on. Like, that's what it's given. No place like home. Oh my goodness. The genius is not going to be appreciated or recognized in their time or in their town. Even Jesus wasn't recognized in Nazareth. Like, they were like, Nazareth, can anything good come out of that? He couldn't even perform miracles in his own hometown, okay? So that's what it's given. You can't sit there and like care what these people be thinking because they ain't nothing but a bunch of basic betties who are scared and want you to live in fear like them. And it's not because like, oh, they're evil. It's just because like they want to keep you safe. And I feel like that was the one thing that held you back for so long is like playing it safe, trying to like self-preservation is what I'm hearing. All right, tell me about this energy, the fates. Oh my God, it's written in the stars for you, the success, okay? Your dreams are not too big. You, my friend, are like this big old fish and you jumping up in the ocean this season. Look, Phoebe wants to do some tarot too. Hey girl, hey. Nobody can make these decisions for you. Only you can make these decisions for you. And when you do, the universe is waiting to show you the magic, to show you like how good it gets. So if you want to affirm this down below. Show me how good it gets, okay? That's a prayer to the universe. I just realized, because I've been having magical things happen in my life, and that's something that I've been saying for like the past couple of months. Like, I was going through the ringer and going through my own ego death, as I always do as a Scorpionic individual. That's what I was saying to myself. Oh my God, it's just like coming full circle here. This is a confirmation, like magic is in the air. Affirm that to the universe. Ask the universe for what you want. Ask them, show me how good it gets. And don't be surprised when the universe follows through, okay? And we have go the distance, the cheetah, okay? So faster than you think is literally the energy. Spirit's saying in this very moment, like somebody's having their first kiss. Somebody is, you know, falling in love for the first time. Somebody's winning the lottery. And look, boo, it can be you. So Spirit's saying to keep your eye on the prize and keep the faith because you're going to be successful. Keep going the distance. Like I said, this is your ferocious season. This is your tenacious era, boo, period. Bro, okay, bottom of the deck, we have a message in a bottle. We have time to go. It's time to leave the old behind. It's time to leave the herd mentality. We also have chaos and conflict. Confirmation what I was saying in the beginning. There's a lot of this chaotic energy, like you're in the eye of the storm right now, right? And this too shall pass. Just think about what's in front of you, what's ahead of you. Literally imagine right underneath that. Imagine all beautiful possibilities for yourself, okay? Even if you're in the ringer, you know what I'm saying? And I always say this. The imagination is a preview to life's coming attractions of Treasure Island, okay? I don't know how long this reading is going for, but we going, okay? This is like the wrapping up of that Scorpio season, so we going deep this right here, okay? So what do we got? Ooh, we got flow coming through. Okay, so this is a time to trust the flow. Trust where you're being called to go. Just let things fall, let things go, you know what I'm saying? And we have Sophia, divine wisdom. Now, divine wisdom is not like regular wisdom. This is an inherited wisdom that's within. This is an inner knowing. Like there's just this new inner knowing of things now. And we have the truth card coming through. What about this truth, Spirit? What is this truth? What is this truth? Aphrodite, romantic love. For many of you, it's giving kingdom partnerships, okay? The kingdom wife, the kingdom husband, okay? I told you, you're going to be having your happily ever after with the truth and the Aphrodite romantic love energy. It's just a big message. Don't let fear hold you back from true love is what I'm hearing. And it doesn't always have to be a person. This could also be like about your purpose, loving what you do, loving who you are. And maybe the life that you're meant to build isn't going to look like the white picket fence, or you know what I'm saying? Like it's not going to be cookie cutter. It's going to be neat to you. We have home twice and you're going to be feeling so good in yourself. It's the return to innocence. Okay, don't care what people say. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have potential, right? And so Spirit's saying, like I said, it's given like, you have this beautiful potential for this brand new beginning. But it's up to you to trust that tenacious spirit. And don't be caring what people think. And I feel like people would like wondering, like, why are you making those decisions? Like I said, it's given boss moves, right? Boss energy, right? To be a boss is somebody who is in control. Like to have boss energy, you got to be somebody who is like laying the law down. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who is the authority. So you're taking back authority this season. Imagination twice in this reading. It says, Madame dreams in Technicolor, for even the roses can grow in the gutters. Like I'm hearing Spirit say, you're doing the impossible and you're going to be rich and successful in doing this, okay? You're going to have everything that you desire. And we have the fire card. What was I saying about the fire that's inside of you that's been ignited? You're burning the ships. There's no plan B, boo, period. Like I'm seeing somebody who's already like been through the fire. You've already gone through the phoenix stage in your life and you're emerging as this new creature. And it's like a baby deer learning how to walk, right? That's what it's giving. And it's going to be like different is what I'm hearing. But Spirit's saying that you are worthy for this new chapter. It says, remembering my sovereignty, I fixed my crown and now I'm free. And at the bottom of the deck, we got the glow up card. Yes, boo. And it says, time went by and she finally sees. She became the queen she was meant to be. And right underneath that, we got the self-love and intuition. Trust your intuition, boo-boo, okay? And like, I'm hearing 5 years from now, you're going to look back at this. You're just going to be like, dang, y'all, like, look what I did. I took a chance on myself because closed mouths don't get fed, okay? So, boo, this is the time to trust your intuition, get to talking, get to yapping, get to asking. And get to work and trust your guidance because you got to trust that inner crazy, that inner intelligence. I like to call it the divine intelligence that gives you the divine wisdom. Back to divine wisdom, boo. So let's go ahead and get you some final advice. I love you guys so much. I'm so freaking proud of you. Okay, we have the open card. Say yes, expand through the extremes, and trust life. Now, coming back to the Ace of Cups energy, right? Like I said, that's an energy of having an open heart and being open to new possibilities, new connections, new love. And when you're open to all of the extremes of emotions and things that you go through, like it can be scary. So even when you have things come that try to trigger you, keep your heart open. Because an open heart is really a testament to true strength. It's like, I'm hearing Spirit say, breathe through these extremes. Breathe through this transition, okay? We have trust the seasons, embracing change, cycles of life, transition, and growth. Like I said, you've outgrown the pot is what I'm hearing. It's like a plant that's in a pot and it's outgrown it. It's time to get into a new pot, into a bigger pot, because wherever your energy has been, it can't contain your power. We have the rose without thorns. You have a right to your joy, peace, and sweetness of life. It's definitely a time period of like intense vulnerability. Like it feels like, your heart has been hurt so many times. You've been let down so many times in the past. And some of that I'm hearing is because you weren't listening to your intuition and the red flags in situations, okay? So trust that like you have that divine inner wisdom to make the right choices for yourself. And we have the brothers of the rose, sacred masculine, honor, protection, and support. So the divine masculine energies are coming through to say that you are supported, you are loved, and you are held in your vulnerability. And at the bottom of the deck, I love this. After the rain, silver lining, relief, hope, mercy, it's over, and acceptance. So it's dead and gone. I'm hearing that song by Justin Timberlake and T.I., okay? The old me is dead and gone, dead and gone, okay? So the old you is dead and gone. It's over with, right? So you're no longer living in fear. You're taking a chance on yourself, and you don't care like what people have to say or think about it. And sometimes it'll hurt some people's feelings. Somebody's feelings gonna get hurt either way. But it's time for you to stop hurting your own feelings and like trust your guidance and listen to your heart. So especially if you're leaving people, situations, and jobs behind, know that Nene's holding your hand, okay? I feel you, boo. We're all going through it together. It's you're evolving, okay? You're evolving right now. And you gotta take a chance, a leap of faith if you really want better for yourself. Okay, so boo, that's the reading I have for you. I love you so much. I'm sending you so much love, virtual hug, okay? And if this resonated, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the little notification bell so you don't miss out. Until next time, you have a blessed, wonderful day. Ta-ta.